Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Tuesday, the 1st of April 2025. The year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com. The best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we got today. We've got to go over this post here from BSV blockchain just regarding the Teranode and my response to that. We'll have a quick chat about what happened to Enoch Burke. Literally the judge clearing his bank account because he refused to use they them pronouns. I mean, if this isn't tyranny, I don't know what is. We've got this guy here, a guy from Coin Bureau, does some really hilarious posts recently on who Satoshi Nakamoto is. Now they're pointing the finger at Jack Dorsey. You know, he did another one about what happens in the year 2140 when the block reward goes to zero. Couldn't answer it. Absolutely hilarious because he doesn't know. We're just going to keep tabs on the BitInfo charts. Look at that. We're above 60%. BSV with 60% of the overall transaction volumes. Loving that. We've got some 365 days of Bitcoin history. On April the 1st, the Financial Conduct Authority was created. What a joke. There we go. A little bit of news on how April 1st first came about. And then that'll be the end of the show. Right. Let's get into it.
See Satoshi like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, and transactions flying free. Just wait for the Teranode, you'll surely see.
Here we go. Right, so this is what BSV blockchain put out. So they said, we wanted to share a Teranode update for our community members that are awaiting its release. Teranode has been in development for close to 2 years. I think you find it's actually been more than that. And it's been performing well on mainnet and testnet since August of last year. The plan was for a first release to be made available in Q1. Despite good progress, the release has been delayed in order to complete necessary security audits. The initial phase of which started in February and will be concluded in Q2. We'll keep you updated on further progress. Again, I mean, the devs here are literally working like mad on this to get this finished. And there is no, well, obviously there's time is of the essence, but there is no point in rushing this when you know what's at stake. And anybody who listens to my show knows exactly what's at stake, which is why I responded here saying we only get one shot at this. This one moment in history is what will decide our fate. There is no point in pushing or risking anything when the fate of the world is at stake. Take your time and make sure it's truly ready. Honestly, I don't, maybe people, a lot of those people who maybe bought BSV during the Cobra case thinking, oh, there's a chance, you know, a 50-50 chance that Craig might win it, or it's even better, and oh, numbers gone down, oh, you know, when's Teranode going? They're all dollar worshipping. They are dollar worshipping. They have no idea about the significant economic impact of this, because all legal and political influence stem from economic power. And if the economic power remains with the banks, that they can just simply print from nothing and put us in debt and enslave us, then literally we are going to be absolutely screwed. We are heading to a totalitarian dystopia where we will all be slaves. And this is a conspiracy that's actually been in the making for the last 3,000 years. 3,000 years, ever since the book of Samuel, 1 Samuel 15:3 is where this stems from, where they're trying to create a totalitarian one world government, obviously starting from that place in the Middle East that nobody dare mention the name of, that they're desperately trying to expand and bombing the shit out of all the other areas around it. That is what they want for us. They do not care about anything. They literally have no respect for culture, heritage, history, nothing. It is all gonna be wiped if this thing doesn't work. And literally we either have a common money used by the people to create government that works for the people, or government will create currency to control the people. You've probably all seen the Black Mirror episodes. Well, now we know where they came from. The Black Mirror episodes are not a fantasy about a dystopian future. It's the reality that they are trying to create, which is scary as heck. So I've got all the time in the world for this. Well, obviously not all the time in the world, but yeah, if these guys feel as though they need to do another audit, you know, for security checks and all that, do it. We cannot afford to fail this time. Well, at all. I mean, just think about the stories of the Space Shuttle Challenger. I mean, we all know that was faked as well, because they've all caught up with all the other astronauts that were meant to have died on it. You know, blah 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 blah. But what I'm saying is the stories around that, about the O-rings that they were going to use and how they were saying, look, they're not ready yet, you know, and it did blow up, and he was told, you know, the guy who basically, the scientist that signed off in it, was told to put his management hat on. You know, put your management hat on. And he was just like, well, these aren't safe. Yeah, but put your management hat on. You know, we've been doing this for all these years. There's all this expectation on it. You know, blah 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 blah. You know, that was the story behind it. So this is what's going on here. So I am glad that BSV Blockchain have put their, like, stuck their necks out and said, look, we still need to do more audits. That's fine. You do them. We know that you are working your bollocks off behind the scenes, and literally, this technology has never been produced or created before. This is a first, and there is so much on the line. Literally, it was Craig that created blockchain technology. He's the only one that knows how to scale it, and they tried to bump him off in February. You know, the utility truck came from out of nowhere, and again, yeah, they've done the same to Virginia Giuffre, or Giuffre, whatever her name is. You know, so I would say literally just we know what you're up against. Take your time and do not let anybody rush you. Obviously, we trust in the fact that you're working your bollocks off, and we've been involved in this right from the beginning. We know about all the skullduggery that's gone on about, oh, you know, one of the videos that guy from Coin Bureau was saying is, we need adoption. Well, how are we going to get adoption of Bitcoin when you're not meant to use it, store of value, digital dog shit? Oh, well, we need to get countries to start buying it. Yeah, and do what with it? Traders are just simply going to cash out. Like, literally, we need a use case, and the use case has got to be digital data, the world's first ever commercial, commoditized digital network, where we all have sovereignty over our data, where data can't be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted, and the truth cannot be censored. That's what this is all about. What is on the line here is absolutely massive. There is usually a pivotal turning point in a war. Well, this is the pivotal turning point for the survival of our species, and I don't think anybody is aware of how significant this is. It is all dependent on this. So when you really know what's at stake, you wouldn't be pushing these guys. Like, literally, they're going to have managers out there, you know, cracking the whip saying, look, do this, do it properly. You know, if it needs to be, there is no point in doing something. If you're going to do something, do it properly. That is the whole point. You know, I mean, crikey, I've been waiting 8 years for this. This is what Bitcoin is really about, because basically the memory pool had to be created to catch all these scammers, and they're all going to be exposed of being cabal-run organizations. You know, like literally scamming people, and all the financial regulators, they're going to be proved to be incompetent because they're actually funded by the banks themselves. The banks are going to be proved to be funding all these developers that have hijacked the project and made it worthless, turned it into an unregistered illegal security offering. It's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. And this, unfortunately, is what's waiting for us if this doesn't come off. See, look at this. Alex James said, if you refuse to use the correct pronouns in Ireland, the courts can take all of your money from your bank account and seize your assets. And check this out. Look at what he's saying here. I mean, just a normal teacher.
Enoch Burke here. I'm standing outside the Bank of Ireland branch in Castlebar, County Mayo. When I left my workplace today, Wilson's Hospital School, at about 5:30 in the evening, I checked my bank balance, and this is what I found. €0 in my bank account. I have been robbed of €40,617 by the courts. Judge David Nolan, Mr. Rossa Fanning, the Attorney General, and...
Sorry about that. Just didn't have that. I was just saying that is absolutely outrageous what we've just witnessed there. Absolutely outrageous that they could do that to him and just take all of his funds from his bank account. The banks are in cahoots with the courts. The courts are corrupt. There'll be no jury trial there whatsoever. It'll be a complete administrative court. And then the banks have gone, yeah, okay, we agree with that because you're not using the pronouns. Like, absolutely outrageous. And this is the future, dystopian future we're all facing if Teranode, if Teranode doesn't come to fruition. And Teranode is the vision that Satoshi Nakamoto had for Bitcoin, to be the first worldwide ever commercial internet where we all have sovereignty over our data, where data can't be cracked, hacked, altered, changed, or deleted. and therefore they have no control over us. It's just absolutely heartbreaking what they've done there. Like, I'm absolutely livid. But this is what we're up against. So, Teranode needs to take a little bit more time to do more auditings, do more security checks. That's fine. Fill your boots. Just make sure it's done properly. Because if you're going to do something, it's worth doing properly. Right, absolutely it is. All right, here we go. And this is the Coin Bureau. This guy. I was trying to find the one where he did about Satoshi Nakamoto. It was about 4 weeks ago. Somebody sent it to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, the new saga of who Satoshi Nakamoto is," as if they're like pretending that they can't find out who Satoshi Nakamoto is in this day and age when you've got the CIA and the FBI and all that crap. It's absolutely hilarious. And then he did another one again about what happens in 2140 when the block reward goes to zero. And oh, we need adoption. Well, hold on a minute. How can you adopt something if you're not going to use it? Oh yeah, I'm going to adopt it and I'm not going to use it. Well, if you're not going to use it, then you're still stuck back to square one again. Oh, so the only way to actually get utility is to get countries to start buying it. Well, hold on a minute. Countries actually don't have, shouldn't actually have any funds because they're all funded by tax money. So basically, you're going to use people's funds to buy this shit that doesn't do anything. It's just a massive Ponzi scheme, and even he hasn't figured it out yet, or he's either nefarious. Like one of the two, but either way, it's not looking good for him at all. Right, let's just check this out. Here we go. Look at that. We've got 60.5% of the entire market's transaction volume on its network at the moment. Where are we? Oh, 60.9. Come on, it's going up. Loving that. Loving that. You beauty. You absolute beauty. And it is now it's the 1st of April. So check this out. On the 1st of April 2013, the Financial Conduct Authority was created. What an absolute joke that is. A complete mockery of the financial system. Financed by the banks so they can regulate themselves. So they can say, oh yeah, we're not committing securities fraud on anybody. Like, honestly, yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I'll just regulate myself on everything that I do. I'll just give myself a slap on the wrist. 1st of April 2017 was when Japan declared Bitcoin as legal tender. That was what an epic moment that was. Also on the 1st of April 2020, Binance acquired CoinMarketCap for $400 million. $400 million. Unbelievable. I mean, it just goes to show you, like, literally how much the sort of money, the funds, the values that we're dealing with in this space are absolutely insane. And here we go, just a little bit of news on April 1st. It said, did you know that in 1582, Pope Gregory the 13th changed the New Year date from April 1st to January 1st. Some people ignored the change and kept celebrating on April 1st. They were called fools, and this led to the tradition of April Fool's Day. Absolutely outrageous. Anyway, there we go. That is just a quick 13-minute show. Hope you enjoyed it. So, as ever, if you enjoyed these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi@Senbi.com, Handcash.io, Rockwallet.me, Simply.cash, Relaser.com, or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.
The king still has one more move.